Guys, good morning. Welcome to the Trinity. So my name is Ratan. Guys, in this video we will talk about the Spring Boot. I think JS view layer, guys. JSP example. Guys, previously we completed MVC architecture, right? MVC architecture we have the data. I think last class we explained this diagram, flow diagrams. Very important. Who are not watching the previous video, just you can go for this video first. So login is login to the client will send the request to front controller to the controller layer to the service layer to the repository layer is back to service layer, back to controller layer, back to the front controller, and front controller will identify the view based on the view resolvers, based on what view resolver, right? Yeah, and you take that view and display that view to the client, right? Yeah, the request goes from the request and response pass through front controller, right? Get the request and response is passed through the front controller, right? Exactly. Guys, let me create the one example which is giving the view name is what JSP view, guys. I think previous video we discussed first example which return the text response, right? Which returns the text response. In this video, let me create the project, new Spring Starter project. The Spring Starter project, Spring Boot MVC example number 2. MVC example number 2, right? Yeah, type is what type project, case Maven project. Type of the project, packaging you can take the jar, and the previous class we discussed how to execute that jar also. Can please execute that jar properly. Java version is you can select the 17th version. Language is what? Java. Guys, com.boot. So view example, right? We can write the just view example. Guys, this is a group ID. Group ID is nothing but package name. So this group ID and this package name, keep it for same, no problem. And this artifact ID is nothing but a project name. Yes, artifact ID is nothing but what? Project name. This is a version. This is a description, right? Exactly. Guys, click on the next button. So guys, to get the web MVC support, so guys, you need to select the web module, Spring Web Starter module. Guys, Spring Web is there, building the web, including RESTful also. Uses Apache Tomcat as a default embedded container, right? Default embedded container. Got the point, right? Yeah. Because Spring is a popular technology, Spring Boot, which supports like multiple view technology, view layers, right? It supports the JSP view layer, theme leaf view layer. Tell me, guys, it supports one view layer and multiple view layers. It supports like multiple view layers. Yeah, JSP is Spring Boot is a popular. So Boot is popular, that's why it supports the view layer. JSP view layer, it supports JSP views, and it supports the time leaf views, and it supports the free marker, and it supports the velocity. It supports like multiple views, guys. But the Boot default view layer, default template engine is a theme leaf. Guys, Spring Boot default template engine is what? Spring Boot, okay, default template engine, default template, okay, so default template engine is what? Time leaf, right? Exactly. That's what, when you create the Spring Boot project, guys, here if you select the time leaf, you will get the time leaf, no problem. But the first example I'm working for what view? Time leaf view, JSP view. That's what, guys, if you click on the JSP, you will not get the JSP. So JSP dependencies we need to take from the Maven repository. Because we need to take from what? Maven repository, right? From the Maven repository, we have to take the dependencies we need to put into the pom.xml file, right? pom.xml file. Is that clear? So Spring Boot supports the multiple view layer technologies, JSP view layer, timeleaf view layer, free marker, and velocity. Most frequently Java developers will use the JSP views and timeleaf views. But Spring Boot default template engine is what? Timeleaf. So in the starter dependency, by default you will get the timeleaf. Are you getting JSP here? No. That clarity important, right? Guys, you can select only Spring Web, that's all. Click on the Spring Web, click on the finish. That's all, guys. Then you'll get the boot Spring Boot MVC example too. Guys, like that clearly you can mention the example name, spring-boot-mvc example 2, right? Exactly. This is called boot project, guys. This is like M represents what? Maven, right? Exactly. Guys, first let me create the controller class. To create the controller Java classes, src main Java is there. That's what here you can go for the boot view example. Guys, let me create the new, I want to take the class, controller class I'm going to create. Guys, view example dot, you can write the controller package. Guys, this one is like, let me write the view controller, otherwise test controller. I'm going to go for the test controller, right? Yeah, guys, name is test controller. Because you got the point, right? Give the package name is like simply controller. Previously the main file is there in the com.boot.view example, right? Now controller is there in the controller package, right? Click on the finish. If you click on the finish, now you got the separate package, right? Okay, so please check the package names clearly. com.boot.view example, this is the data. com.boot.view example dot controller. This is a test controller, right? Exactly. Okay, this is normal Java class. The normal Java class becomes the controller class. We have this @controller annotation, right? Because normal Java class becomes the controller class, we need to make @controller annotation, right? Yeah, see guys, indicates that annotated class is @controller class, nothing but web controller. Okay, this annotation serves as @component annotation. @component means what? Tell me. If you make that is @component means it will create the object, right? It means @control also serves like @component, right? Guys, you'll get the annotation serves as a specialization of @component. Is nothing but @component like that. So it's a stereotype annotation, guys. So that Spring IOC container will create the object for this test controller, right? Guys, create the object of what? Test controller or not? Exactly. Guys, can you please take one request handler method? Okay, that's what I can take the public string greet message like that, guys. Okay, so this is normal Java method. The normal Java method becomes the request handler method. What annotation we have to use, guys? Request mapping annotation, right? Guys, what annotation name? Request mapping annotation. Give the URL, guys. Double quotes, the URL should be like greet, whatever it may be, right? Yeah. And previous video I told you the controller return value. Guys, the controller return value is by default view name. Guys, the control return value is by default view name, right? That's what, guys. I'm going for the return. I'm going for the message is like greeting message. Okay, this is the controller method return value. The controller method return value, this is called view name. View name means what? It is looking for the greeting.jsp. Guys, it is looking for what? Greeting.jsp, right? Exactly. Guys, this is looking for the greeting.jsp. Are you clear now? Controller method return value, this value is view name. View name is JSP file name, greeting.jsp. So you should create the greeting.jsp, guys. So where we have to create the JSP file. Observe carefully. Create the JSP file under the src folder, guys. src main, right click. Actually src main web app folder required, but you didn't get the web app folder here. Can please create the folder. As src main, right click, new. I want to create the folder, right? Guys, please create the web app folder. Guys, click on the finish. src main web app. Under the web app folder, right click, new. Can you please create one more folder? The folder name is like web.inf folder. Guys, these kind of examples, Spring Boot don't use Eclipse IDE here. I observed some people are using Eclipse IDE. Why you are using Eclipse IDE for the Spring Boot examples here? Eclipse IDE only for the core, advanced is okay. But Spring Boot, better to go for the STS IDE or IntelliJ IDE, guys. But this is a given by Spring, right? Spring Tools IDE. That's what I'm going for the Spring Boot, Spring STS IDE. Better, guys. Some of the people are using the Eclipse IDE. That's very bad actually. Yeah, guys, src main web app, web.inf. Click on what? Finish. Guys, folder is created. Guys, up to this folder is fixed folder. Web app folder, web.inf folder, that is a fixed. Under that you can create the views folder name, but this folder name can be any folder name, guys. Something like my views. Guys, this folder name is fixed. My views, anything. My views folder can be anything, right? Click on the finish. This is the my views folder, right? Guys, this folder name can be anything, views folder or my views folder, whatever it may be, right? Guys, here you should create a JSP file, right? Right click, new. I want to create the, tell me, you want to create the JSP file, right? Yeah. Guys, right click, new. I want to create the others. In others, you can select this JSP. Guys, then you'll get the JSP here. Are you getting the JSP, right? JSP file, right? Click on the next. It's asking JSP file name. Guys, what the JSP file you have to create? The controller return type is what? Greeting, right? That's what you should create, what? Greeting.jsp, guys. You got the point, right? Controller return value is what? Greeting, right? The controller return value is greeting means you should create the greeting dot what? JSP, right? Exactly. Guys, click on the finish. This is called greeting.jsp file. Guys, this is called what? Greeting.jsp file, right? Yeah, because this is the greeting. Then this is called greeting.jsp. Guys, are you clear now? Yeah. Uh, yeah, this is a greeting.jsp. Guys, see here, let me go for this is a char dissolve or not required. Just you can make the, this is called JSP code, guys. %@ page directive. Language allows the Java language content type, which going to return the content type is text/HTML. This is the doc type, means nothing but Java HTML file version. This is called header tag. Header tag is giving the metadata information. So metadata information, I am going to give the title tag here. This is the title tag, right? Yeah, this is like, you know, so greeting info, greeting page, something like this, right? Yeah, guys, under the body tag you should write some code. Guys, whatever the data you write inside the body tag, that data is visible, right? Exactly. Guys, that's what you can write h1. So hi students, hi students, hi students, how are you? Hi students, what, how are you? Something like that. You can write the message first. After that, hi students, how are you, right? Yeah, guys, next one is you can write the h2 tag. H2 tag. Hi students, how are you? So tell me, welcome to what? Ratan sir classes, like this. Guys, you can make the h3 tag here. Welcome to Ratan sir classes. Next one is what? Please like, comment, and what? Tell me, subscribe, right? Like, comment, and what? Subscribe. Guys, this is my JSP file, guys. That's all. Are you clear now? Exactly. So this is a JSP file. Okay, you got the JSP file like normal HTML code. That is fine, very well. But sir, but this is a greeting.html. Greeting controller return value is a greeting, but this is called greeting.jsp. When the controller return the greeting view name, how this view is identified? That's a big question, right? Guys, controller return the view name. What the controller return the view name? Tell me here. Greeting. Then how the greeting.jsp file is identified? Guys, how it is identified means, to identify this JSP file, to identify what? This JSP file, what we should do in application.property file, we have to add the two properties actually. What are properties? MVC. We can add the prefixes and suffixes, guys. Spring.mvc.view.prefix. Because prefix means, so actually which name will come? Tell me. Greeting is a name, right? Guys, what is the name will come? Tell me. First you will get the name is what? Greeting, right? To that name, greeting, this is the name is coming from the controller. Guys, the name is coming from the controller is the greeting. For that greeting, you should add the prefix. What does prefix tell me? Slash web app folder slash web app is not required. Directly can write the slash webinf folder. Guys, this is location, right? Webinf slash, tell me guys, webinf slash my views slash. This is called prefix. Guys, spring.mvc.view dot, we can add the suffix also. Guys, suffix is what? .jsp file. Guys, this is the prefix and suffix. Actually, this is the name is coming now. What the name controller return? The controller return the greeting, right? To that greeting, prefix means this is the prefix is added here. Suffix means what? This suffix is added here. That's all. See guys, that becomes the location of the JSP file. This is the location, right? Yeah. See guys, the controller returns the greeting, and this is the greeting.jsp. The controller return value, how the JSP file is identified? The JSP file is identified based on the prefixes and suffixes to the view name, right? Guys, how the JSP file is identified means to the view name, prefix and suffix is added. Guys, the question is clear. What is the question? How the JSP file path is identified? File path, what? File path? Tell me, file path is identified, right? How the JSP file path is identified means to the view name. Tell me guys, to the view name. So it will add. Tell me guys, it will add what? It will add suffix and tell me guys, suffix and what? Prefix, right? Exactly. That's the point, guys. Guys, like this it is identified. In application or property file, we have the prefix and suffix. This is a prefix and suffix. Actually, the view name. What is the view name? Tell me. The view name is the greeting is coming now. To this greeting, the view suffix and suffix is added. Prefix and suffix is added. Guys, to the view name, it will add the suffix and prefix to make the complete path. To identify the, tell me guys, to identify the complete path. How the JSP file path is identified exactly. Guys, I think you got the clarity, right? How the JSP file path is identified. Yes, exactly. Guys, are you clear? Only these two things we have to add now. Sir, I want port number. Guys, to add the port number, server dot port we can add port equal 9999 you can make. Guys, that's all guys, enough. Guys, so this controller returns what greeting.jsp file. The greeting is a view name. That view name is returned. The front controller will take that prefix and suffix. It will take the complete view location, and it will take the view, render that view to the client browser. Guys, render that client to the what? Client browser, right? Exactly. Guys, that's all guys, we done the code. So just we create the controller which return the greeting.jsp. We make the greeting.jsp. Between the communication application.property file, we have the communication, right? Prefix and suffix, right? Exactly. Guys, are you clear? Guys, yes or no? Clear, right? Yeah. Guys, now let me run this code. Let me run this code. Right click on the project. Tell me guys, right click on the project, run on what? Spring Boot application. See guys, clearly it's showing the Spring Boot application. Eclipse ID if you are running, are you seeing Spring Boot application or Java application? You are seeing Java application, yeah? You are seeing what? Java application. There is no use, right? Spring Boot application you can click. Once if you click on the Spring Boot application, remind me later. And see guys, this is a boot dashboard. Can you see this Spring Boot MVC example to 9999, right? Exactly. Guys, open this. Once if you open this, you'll get this one. Guys, here we should type the URL. What the URL tell me here? Great, right? Can you please paste the URL here, right? Exactly. Guys, are you getting output? No, you will not get the output. I know that. Because this example, tell me guys, this example, the view layer is what? Okay, this example, what is the view layer? This example, the view layer is, what is the view layer? JSP. If the view layer is a JSP, you should add the dependencies, right? JSP dependencies, guys. Guys, that's what I can take the dependencies from my materials. So these are the two dependencies. Just you can see the dependencies. These are dependencies, guys. One is the Tomcat embedded Jasper dependency. One is the JSTL dependency. So for every example, if you are using the JSP view layer, can you please add these two dependencies? Yes, are you clear now? Can you please add these two dependencies? See the two dependencies clearly. One is the dependency, guys, check this one. You required only this version. Jakarta required. Because now Java X.Servlet previous versions. The recent versions are detailed like Jakarta.Servlet. Don't write like Java X.Servlet. Now you'll get the error. Guys, dependencies you can please clearly check once what version of group ID required. warg.apache.tomcat.embedded. Guys, these two dependencies I will make in my what we can say description, right? In the description, video description, I'll place these two dependencies. Just you can copy paste. Guys, clear? Yes. Guys, now I added dependencies. After adding the dependencies, come to this boot dashboard. In the boot dashboard, right click and start. Guys, right click on what? Start. Click on OK. Then see guys, now boot dashboard is started here. The console is there. Guys, boot dashboard, you never get the port number already running. No issues guys, and even console also looking very nice, right? Then why like you're using Eclipse ID and all? Don't use Eclipse ID guys. Now paid faculties, they'll teach you the Eclipse ID. Eclipse ID is good or Spring Boot is good? All of you please comment that which one is good. And once you example practicals completed, please confirm once. Sir, I done the practicals. I done the practicals. Guys, see the port number how much it is going for? 9999, right? Exactly. Guys, open this browser window. So previously open the browser, right? Yeah, this is the browser. Localhost 9999 great. Guys, once if I refreshed, then what I will get? I will get this output, guys. JSP name, right? Guys, yes or no? We will get the output. No worries about it. Just refresh. Are you getting output or not? Yes. See guys, hard work. If you do the hard work, definitely you'll get the job. Hi students, how are you? Welcome to Ratan sir classes. Please like, comment and subscribe. Yeah, this is called title, you can see greeting page, right? Yeah, this is called greeting page title. Localhost 9999/greet. Are you clear, right? Guys, are you clear? Yeah. Guys, one problem maybe some people are facing the issue. Guys, when you create the JSP file, I think here you are not getting the JSP file looks like this, right? You are getting maybe not colorful format. You are getting maybe, all are black color, right? Yeah. Guys, because your STS ID is not supporting that plugin, JSP plugin. That's what, guys. Go for the Windows. In Windows, hey, output you got, right? Everything is fine. You want me to write one more controller? Let me add one more controller, please. One more request handler method @request mapping annotation. Guys, you can write the info and you can take the public string return type. So guys, you can see return info, something like this. Return info, you can take the method name. Guys, here you can write the this is like about.jsp file, right? Guys, about. Then you should create what file? Tell me. When you send the request is info, about.jsp file should be executed, right? Exactly. That's what here you can write the my views new. I want to create the others. In others you should create the JSP. In the JSP what about.jsp, right? Guys, about what? JSP. Guys, click on what? Finish. This is about.jsp is coming, right? Exactly. Guys, can please add the title here. This is about page, right? About what? Ratan sir, right? Exactly. Guys, the body tag is there. Then you can write the h1 tag under the body. Whatever the data written in the body tag, that can be visible, right? Exactly. Guys, Ratan sir, nice. Guys, please comment here. Some comments you can add. Ratan sir, nice. Ratan sir, great. Tell me, guys. Ratan sir, nice, great. Ratan sir is a hero. Ratan sir is what? Tell me, here. Ratan sir is what? Perfect. Like this, guys. Guys, can you please add this one is a h1 tag is there, na? Can you please add the h2 tag, h3 tag, h4 tag? Guys, here also can write the h2 tag, h3 tag, h4 tag, right? Exactly. Guys, I'm placing HTML videos also. Please go to the HTML videos and core Java videos, advanced Java videos, and please share the videos to your friends also, right? Yes. Guys, save this code, na? After saving, just you can rerun the code. Guys, in the dashboard, right click and what? Start. When you start, application started. Application started. Yes. Guys, can you see the application? This one is a message. Spring Boot application started. Na? Spring Boot MVC example to application in 2.4, something like that. Guys, did you get dispatch already here? No. When you send the first request, then here dispatches already is initialized because the request is goes through. Tell me, the request is goes through what? The request is goes to the dispatch solid or not? Exactly, guys. That's what. Open this. Just you can type the URL is what? Slash what? Info, right? Exactly. See the output here. Yes, Ratan sir nice. Ratan sir is great. Ratan sir is hero. Ratan sir is perfect. Guys, yes or no? Yeah, I'm writing some essays like that. Fine. Guys, getting output properly, right? Guys, like that, first check the one request method. Working fine, don't leave. I got the output. Don't leave like that. You try to write one more method, you try one more time. So that get the more practice, right? Sir, that's one thing. Guys, are you clear, right? Once if you done the practicals, please comment I done the practicals. I got the output. Otherwise, start the video one more time. Freshly you can start the practical. Sometimes if the application not working, guys, change the workspace and freshly start the application from by watching the starting onwards. Guys, that is information, guys. Guys, one point I'll tell you here. By default, you will not get the JSP file like this, right? This colorful format you will not get. That's what, guys. You do one thing. Go for the Windows. Help Eclipse Marketplace. Guys, help Eclipse Marketplace. In Eclipse Marketplace, guys should connect with the internet, guys. Here in find is there, na? Here you can type the JSP. Guys, I'm trying to install the JSP plugin, that's all. Guys, Eclipse Marketplace, make sure that you're connected with the internet, guys. If internet is not there, you will not get this one. That's what, better to check that you are connected with the good internet. because while downloading the jars also internet required, right? Okay, fine. After that, okay, it is taking bit time. Guys, don't click immediately, so you'll get the not responding message. Just wait. Yeah, now you got the message. Guys, here you can type the JSP. After entering the JSP, click on this button, guys. That search button. Once if you click on the search button, then Eclipse web developer you will get actually. Yeah, guys, this is Eclipse. See, guys, this one you will get actually. Eclipse Enterprise Java Web Developer, which supports the JSP, right? Guys, can you see this one? Eclipse Enterprise Java Web Developer. It supports, enables the enterprise Java bin. Okay, these all are okay. JSF supported, fine. But we require JSP, right? JSP is also coming or not? Guys, more info means you'll get the more info. You'll get the JSP support, HTML support, CSS supports, XML supports. You'll get everything, right? That's what, guys. You please install this. Click on the install. Okay, sorry, clear, right? Click on the install, restart the IDE. Once if you restart the IDE, automatically you will get this. Yeah, like that, guys. You understood, right? Go for the help Eclipse Marketplace. In Eclipse Marketplace, you should click and go to the help. Here the search is there, right? In the search, guys, first time it is taking bit time to load, but now immediately coming or not. Here just you can type the JSP. Click on this symbol, guys. Don't click on enter button, click on the symbol. Once if you click on the symbol, you'll get the Eclipse Enterprise Java and Web Developer tool, right? Click on install. Then you automatically restart the Eclipse ID. Once if you restart the Eclipse ID, you'll get the file like this. Guys, after restarting Eclipse ID, you please check once. Eclipse ID restarted, then go for the views folder, right click new others. Once if you click on others now, then here by default you get the file like this. By default you will get the file like this. Here you can type the JSP. Can you get the JSP file, right? In the actually which is there in the web, guys, which is there in what? Web. See, guys, web is there now. Yeah, this is called web. There is a web. Yeah, this is the web. In the web you can find this all. Initially you will not get this web actually. So the JSP is there now. JSP file. Click on the next. Is asking, right? Yeah, otherwise initially directly can type the JSP here, no problem. You get the JSP file, right? Select the JSP file, click on the next. Guys, initially okay, but if you go do this kind of examples now, you will get the more perfection, right? Exactly. Guys, are you clear now? Yeah, that is called your JSP view layer example. Yeah, all of you please go through that example. Once example practical done, please make sure that just comment it, sir, I done the practicals. Yeah, so thank you, guys. Like the video, comment the video, subscribe to our channel to get the more videos.